In continuation of heredity and hereditary changes, the third contribution was done in the year 1944 by a group of three scientists. The name of the scientist is Oswald, McCarthy, and MacLeod. They proved that DNA is present in all living organisms. Such a simple fact that all living organism is made up of DNA. We find it simple today, but in 1944, when it was discovered, it was a big contribution in the field of genetics. Further, in 1961, French geneticists, those who study about genes, two important scientists, Jacob and Monod, shows the model of protein synthesis with help of bacterial DNA. Now, this sounds very complicated to us, but at our level, we need to understand that if there is a bacterial cell will have a DNA, and that DNA would be used for making proteins inside the cell. This was proved by these scientists, Jacob and Monod, in the year 1961. So, with all these step by step detailed studies about the genetics, now we are at a point where we talk about biotechnology also. We have learnt about biotechnology a little bit in 9th standard, that we are able to change the genes, we are able to produce new varieties of plants and animals. This entire technology is known as recombinant DNA technology, and the field of genetic engineering came into existence. So Mendel was the one who laid down the foundation of genetics. Mendel further studied about the genetics, but he couldn't explain the details. Further, the scientists like Hugo de Vries, then Oswald, McCarthy, Jacob and Monod laid down further contribution understanding the genetics, and finally today we are at point where we have entire field of genetics and biotechnology doing a lot of good things for the human beings. So to conclude what is there in this paragraph, the science of heredity, what we have learned, that the process of transferring characters from one generation to another, it's not only we are learning to know what are the characters getting transferred, but we all are using these characters for some particular purpose. Like we're using it for diagnosis meaning to detect a particular disease, for treatment of hereditary disease. Suppose if I have some genetic disorders coming from my family members, if my father and mother has one particular disease and same disease is going to come to me, using a diagnostic technique or using treatment, today I am able to treat many of the genetic diseases which were not able to be treated earlier. This is possible because of study of genetics. I am able to prevent lot of genetic disorders. We have talked about trisomy 21, Klinefelter syndromes in the 9th class. All those genetic disorders can be treated or can be prevented well in advance by using the study of genetics or hereditary science. We are able to produce hybrid varieties of plants and animals. We have talked about BT Baigan, BT Brinjal. This all are the hybrid varieties of plants and animals which are used or which have been prepared using the science of hereditary, and we are also manipulating or changes the microorganisms in the industries so that we can produce many good type of medicines for treatment of various diseases. If you want to take example of industrial use of microbes and heredity, we are able to produce insulin which is used in treatment of diabetes. So this all advancement in field of treatment, prevention, diagnosis, making new varieties of plants and animals have been possible due to study of genetics, due to study of heredity and hereditary changes, which is the conclusion of that particular part which we have discussed here in heredity and evolution. I hope you have understood this part. If you have not understood anything, you can ask me the questions straight away on the WhatsApp group. I'll be free to answer your questions because this topic is otherwise not very easy. Therefore, I am making it simple in terms of understanding. Still, if you are not getting anything, please ask freely so that if your doubts are clear, if your concepts are clear, further the chapter would become easier and more interesting for you to learn.